Hey, hi everyone. In this particular video, we are going to learn about that how we can monitor the database performance in MongoDB, right? So this can be done with the help of the two main methods. One is the stat method and the second one is your server status method, right? So first of all, we will start with the stats method. So for that purpose, first of all, come to your database. So my database name is SchoolDB and let me show you the compass. You can check SchoolDB database. Inside of this we are having one single collection which is students, and inside this collection we are having six documents, right, with the field name, city and the marks, right? Yeah. So if I want to check the stats of my particular database, I will simply write here db.stats like this and then press enter. And when you press enter, you will see this list of information. Now what this information is, well, I'll explain you one by one. This db denotes the name of the database. So the name of the database is SchoolDB. You can check from here also. After that, how many collection are there? So that is one. View is not required to know much, right? How many objects are there? Objects already shown you that there are six, and you can check here, right? The number 6 is present. Now average obj size, right? So this means that the average object size. Now this defines that the average size of each document, right? The documents, all the documents can have different size, but average size of each document is denoted here, right? Then the data size denotes the actual size of all the documents that are stored, right? So that is 393 here. And after that, this storage size defines the space which is occupied on your disk after compression, right, on the RAM and other. So this is your storage size. After that, the indexes and index size. So basically indexes, number of index that are present. So on my this particular collection, right, only one index is present, that is on the underscore id, and no other index is present. That's why it is showing me that indexes is just one and the index size is your this particular to 20,480. Now this total size is your storage size plus indexes, sorry, index size, right? That's why it is 40,960, and that's it. This is not required to know much, right? So this is what your stats is showing you. So with the help of db.stats, you will get this much of information very easily, right? Which is well sufficient to understand that how this database is uh, performing. Fine. Now let's clear it out. Now check, coming to the next part. In the next part we are going to see that how we can monitor the server performance, right? The performance of the server. So for that purpose we need to write here db dot server server status like this and close the bracket. And when you press enter, you are going to see something cool. Let me show you. So when I press enter, you can check we got thousand of line of output. I don't know what is present, but you can see, right? This line of information is there. And if you have any capability or are you a robot, then you can simply just read everything from here. But let me tell you that it has given every information about your server. But this is not we do as a developer. We do not search our information in between of that. I'll tell you that what are the important part that you need to know about. So just go to the end and let me just clear it. So it was just for the information that it will give you all the information about the server, right? But you, what you required as a developer, that's what I'm going to tell you now, right? So here, okay, if you write db dot server status, right, server status, and then put a dot here. Now the things which are important are your uptime, your connections, your operation counters, right, and your mem, which is your memory usage, right? These four things are the most important, and that's what we do our check every time. So just write here up time, and when you press enter, you will see uptime means how long the server has been running, right? So it denotes in the seconds, right? So there are just 27,293 seconds from past this second my server is running, right? So the more amount of time it will show, that means that you have more stable server. Fine. Now coming to the next part, that is db dot, okay, let me just take it from here. The second thing is connection. So connections, like this, and when you press enter, you will see here. So the current is 17. So there are total 17 connections, right? Available are too much, total credited are this, rejected this, and the active are 3, right? So current connection is your 17. That's it. Let's clear it out. And again, now next part that we are going to see is our operation counter. So it's OPCUNTERS, right? Operation counters. When you press enter, you will see this number of operations were executed since we have started, right? So since we have started our server, these are the operations which were performed, that is insert, query, update, delete, get more, command. That's it. Fine. So if query, if your number of queries are extremely high, then there's a chance that some index is missing, right? And if the update is very high, that means if the query is high, that means your database is not having good index, right? And if the update is high, that means you have some write heavy workload, right? Now coming up to the next part, which is MEM, right? That is memory usage. So we will write MEM for that, and when you press enter, you will see it will give you the amount of RAM MongoDB is using, right? So you need to check this resident. It is using 30, right? This is your memory which is using. So this is your memory usage, db.serverStatus.mem. And there's one more, if you want to know, then you can write here db.serverStatus, and after that write WiredTiger. Let's see that whether it is going to give me the information or not. Okay, fine. So it is giving me a lot of data, right? So this do what basically? Basically it is the it tells about the performance, that how the performance is going on, right? But of course it is not needed. We need to separate out the things, right? So if I write here again the db.wiretigers.cache here, right? If I press enter, so again I think I have got lot of thing, but this time a little bit less than the previous. So db.serverStatus.WiredTiger.cache. So here you can see that the application request, eviction, interrupt, another. So this gives you the complete information about the performance, that how it is going inside of it. If the cache is 80 to 100% full, that means there are some performance issue are going to come, and you need to add more RAM or optimize the indexes, right? So this is all about how we monitor the server and the database performance in MongoDB with the help of the stats method and with the help of server status method. So this is all about today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.